We're pretty lucky here, hey Marty? I mean, this is just about the perfect fire. We've got a lovely little fire shield around it. We've already got a nice blank space. There's nothing that can catch fire here within the diameter. And we've got plenty of firewood. I mean, it really doesn't get much better than this, but in terms of tips, you can learn a lot from this fireplace. First thing you want to do is clear a big area, obviously. And if you've got kids with you, you want to make the kids stay outside of that area, hey? And then build something just around it, just a handful of rocks or something like that. Be a little bit careful with fresh river rocks because they can explode if they've had a lot of water in them. The water turns to steam, goes bang. But the idea is essentially you want to stop rocks and coals and things like that from rolling outside that circumference. Well, we don't have to worry about that with this, but you can see the idea, can't you? One of the oldest tricks in the book, if you don't have an axe, is to hang the long bits of timber over the fire, burn them through the middle, and then slowly shove them in as you go. Nothing wrong with that. Just make sure that at the end of the night, you put all of that out. And the big thing, of course, and it's crucial in Queensland and places where you can still camp on the beach, because that seems to be where it happens the most, doesn't it? Make sure you put your fire out. Put it well and truly out with water. Don't just cover it with sand and leave it, because you know, somebody comes along and treads on it thinking it's just sand, and the next thing, that sand's actually held the heat in. They get themselves a nasty burn. There's a whole lot of other fire tips, but they're all common sense. I mean, don't put anything in that doesn't burn. It's not that hard. And when it comes to stuff that does burn, beware of treated hardwood, because you know, those beautiful colours, the greens and the purples and things, that's chemicals burning off, really dangerous. And you also want to watch out for plastics and oil, and of course the big one, if you don't have firelighters or you can't be bothered picking up some dry leaves or something like that, be very careful with what people call the wolf wood. You know what I'm talking about, petrol. Just don't use it on fires. So many people wind up in burns wards because they're mucking around with petrol in fires. There you go. At the end of the day, I think camping fires are all about common sense. It's a nice place, this, isn't it?
Doesn't get much better than this, does it, Roothy?
No, it doesn't, Marty. I'll tell you what might improve it just a little bit, though. I'm thinking about cooking a roast. How would that be?
Mate, it might get a bit better even now.
I love cooking. I love being in the bush. You know, what's going to give you a better appetite than this? Just surrounded by oxygen. It's just awesome.
The serenity, mate.
Serenity. It is, yeah. Maybe we'll forget the roast and have a crow. I can hear plenty of crows over there.